Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to all of you for this video on persuasive letter writing. Before I go to the section where we learn how to draft a persuasive letter, I would like you to understand two things. And in order to help you understand those two things, I'm going to take help from this scenario. Suppose one of your friends asks you after a hectic class to accompany him for a cup of tea at a nearby cafe just outside the university. You say that you both should go to the university canteen rather than going out to have tea. Now, how will you convince him, or how will he or she convince you? You might come up with three reasons. First, that the distance is quite enough and you have just 1 hour break between two classes, so it will take 15 to 20 minutes to go there and then 15 to 20 minutes to come back to the university, and you will have just 20 to 30 minutes to take tea and gossip, so it is not worth it. Your friend might say it is not going to take so much time, and it's quite easy, we can go there, even we will have a kind of a walk, so it is worth it. You might come up with another point that you do not have enough amount with you just have 100 rupees and the cafe charges 60 to 70 rupees per cup of tea, so how are you going to manage? And your friends say that, okay, I do also have some amount with me. We can manage. We should go there. Now, even if you don't agree, your friend might say, okay, I have been always there for you, but you are not listening to me and you are not accompanying me. This is unfair. Now, what is going on here is that a friend is trying to convince, for example, you are trying to convince your friend by using logic. You are giving facts and figures. You are trying your friend to understand uh, the situation by giving facts and figures. On the other hand, he or she not only is giving you facts and figures but also using emotional appeal by saying that this is unfair, that you are not listening to him or her and not accompanying him or her, and by building credibility also that he has been there for quite often and it doesn't take so much time. So what these two friends are doing is that they are making use of three rhetoric techniques: ethos, pathos, and logos, in order to convince each other. And these are the techniques which we use in persuasive writing. The first is ethos, which means you give yourself a title. You tell about your past experiences. In business, you tell about clients and your track record in order to convince people. And the second point it is pathos, where you tell stories and anecdotes and you arouse emotions and feelings of the listeners and the viewers in order to get things done. And the third is logic, logos, which deals with facts and figures and data, which in previous example you were using in terms of time and distance and amount you have with you. So these three techniques are very useful and we use them in order to draft any persuasive piece of writing. The second thing is Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which you might have studied in some other courses. This hierarchy consists of five stages. The first is physiological needs, the second safety needs, third love and belonging, fourth self-esteem, and the fifth is self-actualization. Managers and business people use this in order to make their subordinates do what they want them to do. Okay, and they use this quite often in order to get things done and persuade people for variety of purposes. So whenever we draft any persuasive writing, we have to keep these two things in our minds in order to draft something really persuasive. Persuasion is the attempt to change someone's attitudes, beliefs, and actions. And how do we do this? We do this by using all these three: needs, emotions, logic, and building credibility.